Welcome back. Joining me now is Melanie and Alexis from Stretchlab. Hi, ladies. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
All right, tell us all about Stretchlab and how you brought it to Buffalo.
Sure. So a couple years ago, my business partner and I, Carrie, who's not here, she actually had been doing stretching for a little while on her own, and the opportunity came up for us to bring a franchise from California. That's where it originated out to the area. So it was kind of a new concept for a lot of people. But we now have two locations, one in the South Towns, one in the North Towns, looking for a third location. And we see on average a month members that we have between the two locations, probably close to 600 people.
Oh, wow.
That we're able to help and move and feel better. So
yeah, that's awesome. So let's talk about some of the benefits of stretching and meeting with the flexologist.
Yeah, so when you first come in, you're greeted by your front desk staff, and then your flexologist will come up and get you. And then if it's like your first time in, they'll take you through a MAPS assessment, and then they'll get you on the bench for the stretch. So every stretch is kind of different for every single person because everybody has different imbalances and different needs. So it's really, really cool. So the MAPS machine, it stands for Mobility, Activation, Posture, and Symmetry. So we do a full body scan. We try to do it once a month with all of our clients, and it kind of shows us where we need to pinpoint based on where it highlights on the screen. And then if they have any main concerns, they usually match right up to the MAPS.
Okay.
So it's really cool.
So it's really, that map is basically showing you where in your body is not in alignment.
Yeah, so like anything from symmetry, if one of your shoulders is higher than the other, when you squat down, if one of your knees goes out a little bit, it'll pick up on that. It'll pick up on your hip levels, any tightness, any activation imbalances, like everything it'll show us.
Now we're seeing pictures of these, but it's actually one-on-one with what would you call them? The instructor, the flexologist.
Yeah.
So walk us through the process of the different stretches you go through, because sometimes stretching can seem intimidating to people, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely can. So we go on a tension scale. So we go 0 to 10, and we do like 5 or 6 for big muscles and like a 3 or 4 for smaller muscles. So we're keeping constant communication with our clients to make sure that they're comfortable, they're enjoying the stretch, they're getting what they need out of it, and we're helping them the best we can.
Now let's talk about P and F stretching and how that applies to your clients.
Yeah, so PNF stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It's just a big fancy term for like a push and release kind of stretch. So that way with the assisted stretch, it's so much better than just stretching by yourself. Because with that little push, you're activating the muscle that you're stretching, and there's something called a stretch reflex and a Golgi tendon and everything, and that allows us to, when that muscle is then relaxed after that little activation, we can get like a solid like 10, 15, 20 degrees more out of that muscle.
Now for people who may be concerned about costs, what are your rates like?
Sure. So your first time in, we have a 25-minute session that is $29 and a 50-minute session that's $49. That includes the MAPS assessment that Lexi was speaking about. And then after that, we have individual prices. Like if you just walked in, we have packages. We have monthly memberships to bring like costs down. So it kind of depends on how many times you're going to come in, and that's based off of what the instructor, the flexologist, and you determine on what you're looking to improve on, how quickly you're looking to improve on. That's kind of how they determine on how often you should come in and see us.
And once you're kind of going regularly, you're a member, what are the average times for the sessions?
Sure. So the 25-minute session or the 50-minute session. So we have some people that come in and they'll do every week, every other week, once a month. So it just is kind of what your goals are, what your time availability is. We have hours from 8 to 7 Monday through Thursday, Friday 8 to 4, Saturdays 8 to 2. So there's a lot of time available to come in with over, oh my gosh, 12 flexologists, I think, at each location. So there's definitely time and appointments available for everyone's schedule.
And it's so important, right? For me, I'm a dancer, and you know, I'm not training like I was, and even still, when I work out, there was a while where I was forgetting to stretch, and then I made a point in the new year to start stretching after my workouts, and I felt so much better. But then going to a flexologist that can really help push you in a comfortable way for your body, it's so beneficial for your body, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
You'll reach places you never thought were possible. Like, we have clients that come in, there's just such a range of people, and it's so amazing to see. So like we have people that, you know, they're 70, 80 years old, they're coming in once a week because they want to be able to get down on the ground and get back up to play with their grandkids. And to be able to provide that and help them with that is just, honestly, it's amazing.
It's huge.
And then like younger, like 9, 10-year-old Irish dancers that come in that need to hit specific moves. We can help them too, and anybody in between.
Someone for all the ages. Thank you, ladies, for coming in and sharing more about what you do. To learn more about Stretchlab, check out their facilities at one of the locations listed on your screen or find them on social media at Stretchlab. Thanks again for coming in, ladies.
Thank you.
You.